consisted of some of the most sought-after engineers. Alev only worked with skilled, driven, and intelligent employees, never compromising quality. Wrapping up the conference call, Alev and Mariko planned to reconvene for updates on progress and send their goodbyes. Turning off her screen, Alev breathed a sigh of satisfaction. A good business meeting feels almost as good as an orgasm. Power fueled Alev's libido, unlike any other aphrodisiac. In between tasks, Alev's mind wandered to her upcoming date with Catherine, the daughter of a prominent art dealer in the Castro. They had met at an opening, with Alev looking to add new art to her robust collection. Catherine caught her eye, and like a hawk, Alev swooped in and seduced the young socialite as though casting a spell. As she thought about enjoying Catherine, savoring her body like a dessert, Alev's executive assistant, Maya Cohen, knocked at her door. Slightly irritated, but always professional, Alev answered. "Yes, come in." Maya cautiously approached Alev's desk.
"Ms. King, I have some news. It's regarding a delay on some components towards the Lust for Lexi product."
Blood rose on her face, along with shivers up her back. Alev was not a patient person and abhorred dealing with incompetence, especially after such a promising conference call with Mariko Nama. Taking a deep breath to maintain control, Alev spoke. "Maya, I need you to get to the bottom of the issue and solve the problem, or I will take the supply contract elsewhere. If it's an issue of money, you know how to access the company funds. I must have these parts in the showroom by Thursday, which is exactly 4 days from now." Then, keeping her voice even, she added, "Just make it happen. I have faith in you." Maya appeared slightly intimidated by Alev, but Alev knew that Maya respected her authority. Employees who worked for Alev knew that Alev was cutthroat and demanded the highest of standards.
"Of course, yes. I highly doubt anyone would want you to reject the contract, so I'll get on that right away."
Maya nodded as she spoke to help assure Alev of her capabilities.
"Just one more thing. I also wanted to inform you that our San Fran location requires more salespeople, especially with Pride coming up at the end of June."
Yes, I had assumed that. Now that we are in May, we should do a hiring spree. Can you contact Judith Goodwin to arrange signage and advertising for new employees? I'll be coming down to the store this week to assist with interviews."
"Of course. I'll do that right away, as soon as I get a hold of Convoy Manufacturing."
Maya turned on her heel and exited the office as Alev thanked her for the updates. Even in such a high-powered position, Alev was still very hands-on with many aspects of her business. She enjoyed calling the shots and maintaining control of the Wicked Orchid brand, regardless of whether it was within the areas of sales associates or administrative personnel. Alev built her empire from scratch and demanded excellence on every level. Ruminating on the morning conversations, she turned to her laptop to begin her daily tasks, but not before taking a quick moment to fantasize about the naughty things she wanted to do with Catherine later this evening. Chapter 2.
Ugh, oh my God.
McKinley Vauden lifted her head from the couch as a burst of sunshine burned through to her pupils. She smacked her dry lips together and squinted, murmuring to herself,
"What time is it? I wonder what time I crashed out."
As she patted down the comforter that covered her slender frame, a wave of nausea hit McKinley, and all of a sudden, the events from the night before swam into her psyche. Memories of tequila shots, hot kisses, and dancing with abandon flooded McKinley's thoughts.
Oh no, not again. It was only supposed to be one drink with Casey. Why does this keep happening to me?
McKinley coughed, remembering the cigarette drag she stole from various strangers in her drunken state last night. She had quit smoking for almost 2 years, but was finding herself returning back to the poison, particularly when in a vulnerable and intoxicated state. Deep down, McKinley knew that she was overindulging because she was depressed and feeling helpless in her current mental state. A night of partying wasn't exactly a healthy cure, but it did provide temporary relief from the pain in her heart. Rising off the couch, McKinley found her bearings before she straightened out the duvet and arranged the pillows neatly in a row. Considering the sofa doubled as her bed, the least she could do was put it back into civilized order. She knew her roommates wouldn't be too impressed with the messy area, and their tension was already rising. Just as McKinley was about to hop in the shower, she heard the doorknob turn. Groaning inwardly, McKinley thought to herself,
"Shit, I was hoping to be out of here before he came home for lunch."
Then a tall, muscular figure stepped into the foyer.